3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
For that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. This is episode number 73
Jesus
of
Christ.
At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit and
I'm
the
the
Executioner.
Executioner, Daniel Travis.
Yeah, and you know the drill. Let's run through the topics, boy.
Topic number 1.
Our first impressions of the newest WWE video game, WWE 2K23. This is not sponsored, by the way.
And we also talk about the bad. Number 2.
WWE potentially bringing Randy Orton back for WrestleMania 39?
What? Number 3.
WWE is hoping to open a new NXT brand by the end of this calendar year.
What?
But let's hop into topic numero uno. Take it
No.
away, my friend.
Okay. Honest first take on 2K23. There are some things that I like war games. I very much love war games. That shit is honestly my favorite. However, the things that I think are fucking stupid is that you could still have Roman Reigns still enters as the undisputed Universal Champion, but the only way to apparently do the undisputed Universal title match is to give somebody else one of the fucking titles.
Well, it was the same way on the last game.
Oh.
Yeah, except minus the double title entrance, of course.
Yeah, but it's just like...
Now, I will admit, one of the things I really like about it is the enhanced graphics, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. That is some... Okay.
But
yeah.
Universe Mode is broken. I know you've talked about potentially doing Universe Mode this year. Wait until there's a patch, because tag teams do not work.
Okay. But, okay, something that I absolutely do not like, and I've seen videos online about, is the 2K23 My Rise.
Yeah. I mean, you eventually become your own character, but you don't start that way.
Yeah, okay. And the women's My Rise isn't really your My Rise. It's some jabroni's My Rise.
Who has an aunt who I'm pretty sure never actually existed.
Or never once appeared in previous WWE games. If you're gonna have a lore in your own unit in the WWE video games, make the shit make fucking sense.
Yeah.
But honestly, if this were me, I know I wasn't really from what I've seen, and I haven't played it, and you have, but I don't really think playing it being your career mode, but you're playing as some lock shit is a good
I
idea.
guess you have to say you're gonna become your own guy after the lock thing when you join either the Hurt Business or Evolution.
Right, but it's still it's still kind of stupid.
Yeah, I will concede to that.
I get that this thing actually has a storyline this year, and that's fine. But it's just you could have just added to last year's My Rise.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What I like about the 2K23 is that they have a lot of they have a lot of surprisingly all the updated arenas, and I will say I am surprised about BCW just being randomly on the game.
Yeah, and like LAW was in randomly on the game. LAW was a part of my Rise of all things.
Yeah.
And also it's Lucha Libre Magica.
Yeah. The thing that I will say that I have enjoyed is definitely the chaos that you could have in a wrestling game. However, something I do not enjoy is even if you crank, um, the fact is you could still create a jobber, and even if you create a jobber and you lower all the AA shit down to 0, the motherfuckers will still put up a fight.
Yeah, which is a problem, especially if like since like I don't even know if the squash mechanic is still a part of the game.
Yeah. That is a fair point, Matthew. But I
I
also
mean, it might be considering that bonus you told me about in the showcase.
what was it?
After like the final match, Kurt Angle comes out and squashes John Cena.
No, other way around.
John Cena squashes Kurt Angle.
Or any other random opponent. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. But like the thing that I will say about hey, what I will say, I do like the fact that you do get to see the arenas before you actually select what they are.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. You got anything you want to add? You got the timer going, right?
Yes, I do. We have like a minute left. And dude, showcase is hard this year.
Really?
Yeah, like I was trying it because I see a pretty good Duke Hudson on community creations that I want to download. And you need to have John Cena 2003 to download it. And I will get to like the one of the probably one of the final objectives, and Cena will just start destroying me.
Hmm.
Like you know how we were
Yeah.
joking about the beat Roman Reigns mode on 2K23?
Uh-huh.
Nah, fam. Showcases the beat John Cena mode.
Okay, cool. My final thoughts on the 2K 23 video game compared to last year, it has improved a lot with the graphics, I will say, and how realistic even the creative wrestlers look. I do like the fact that they added war games, and I personally hope that they had more crazy stipulation matches in the next 2K game.
Maybe special guest referee.
Maybe 3 stages of hell.
Maybe anything. But we'll be right back with topic number 2.
Yes. All right, I'll clap you in, ball.
All right.
All right, boy. 1, a 2, a 3.
And we are back with topic number 2. Randy Orton might be coming back on the road
Maybe.
to WrestleMania.
Or at
Which we're
WrestleMania.
or at WrestleMania, which keep in mind we are next week is basically the prediction battle.
Yeah.
Or the week after that.
Yeah. But what's your take on that?
It'd be awesome if he returned night 1 of WrestleMania, considering that's his birthday.
Also, true. But my question is, and this is something that I've genuinely wondered, if Randy Orton returns to the WWE, would he be a babyface or would he be a heel?
I mean, he'd probably get a pretty large pop because he's returning, and I just start the timer.
Okay. But my honest take on Randy Orton coming back, WWE bringing Randy Orton back possibly for WrestleMania, if they do, great. But it's just, if you do it, make sure you do it at the right moment for the right reasons. And also, I recommend for WWE, make sure that nobody knows about it. Keep it very under the radar.
Yeah.
Have it, or should I say, slither under the radar.
Oy vey.
Sorry, had to.
Yeah. I can't say I saw that joke coming out of nowhere.
Okay, but I will admit, if if Randy Orton does come back, great. But I personally, if Randy Orton does come back, I would like to see him return as a babyface, and then in a split second, turn to a heel and start a feud with somebody.
Yeah, you mentioned Cody Rhodes before you came up with the idea. Are
Yeah.
you thinking he returns night 2 and cost Cody the main event?
Oh God, yeah, be like, holy shit, it's Randy Orton. Referees down at crucial point of match cliche. Or he's just like, oh yeah, I'm here to help. Nah, fuck. He's like, yeah, it's good to see you.
Randy's gonna even the odds with Paul Heyman. Wait, what the hell? RKO.
And Roman's just there, they're just being like,
Huh?
Okay. Yeah. Because my honest take is I would love to see Randy Orton come back. It's just, I don't want Randy Orton to come back as a babyface, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because my honest, this is truly how I feel is, while I know Randy Orton can play an amazing babyface, he's honestly better as just the dick.
Hey, you said it, not me.
And I mean to clarify, I mean like he's great at being a heel. Just to clarify.
Yeah. Even if he does do a little bit of corpsing every once in a while, great character.
Yeah. But what's your take on Randy Orton maybe coming back?
I'm
WWE.
excited that WWE thinks he's healed enough, but that still does give me pause. Because for those who don't know, Randy Orton has been out of action
For a year.
For a year because of a back injury.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. If Randy Orton slowly decides to become a part-timer, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude's been doing this shit straight, non-fucking stop, more than John Cena has in recent years, non-stop for 20 goddamn years.
Over 20 years. This would be his
21st.
His 21st year in the company.
Yeah. But my honest take, if Randy Orton comes back, great. But if WWE does it, they just need to do it in a way that it literally comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like,
that would be amazing.
Yeah, like hell, whether it's at WrestleMania, whether it's honestly the night after WrestleMania.
Yeah. And keep in mind, WrestleMania weekend in general is going to be pretty hectic.
Oh yeah, with Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. And Friday we have the Hall of Fame, probably right after or right before SmackDown. Then we have Stand and Deliver. Then we have WrestleMania Night 1. Then we have WrestleMania Night 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have another WrestleMania special prediction battle.
Yep. But my honest take, another take is, great that Randy Orton is coming back. I was honestly surprised because when I heard that Ric Flair was going to be when I heard that Ric Flair was going to, when he appeared on the bub to announce the Great Muta into the WWE Hall of Fame, but it's well deserved for him.
Just like Rey Mysterio.
Yes, but I thought that WWE would honestly. I thought with Ric Flair being there, I didn't even think the Great Muta. Honestly, I thought it was going to be Randy Orton. No, actually, no, not Randy Orton. Sorry, I thought it was going to be Triple H.
Yeah, but if anyone was gonna introduce Triple H, I think it would be his father-in-law, Vince.
Yeah. Or his wife.
Or his wife.
Or Sean.
Probably Sean.
Yeah. But anyway, back on topic here is, if Randy Orton does come back for however long he's got left doing this shit, is that I just hope Randy Orton, does what he needs to do. I mean, like, hell, if I'm Randy Orton and I come back to the WWE, the one thing that Randy Orton is honestly missing on his resume is King of the Ring.
So you're hoping he appears in Saudi?
Yes. I mean, if not WrestleMania, do Saudi win the King of the Ring.
Yeah, then he'd be like what, an Ultimate Grand Champion, Grand Slam champion or something.
Yeah, one of the but yeah, that's it. We'll be back.
We'll be back with the final topic right after this.
Hello, the third and final topic is WWE possibly starting a new NXT, possibly by the end of this year. Most likely NXT UK in Europe.
Yeah, I read a little bit of the article. It's NXT Europe.
And then, hey, if WWE does go and do NXT Europe, I hope that whatever they do for whatever titles they got, I hope the titles look dope as hell.
Well, they could probably bring back the NXT UK title and just repackage it.
Hell, or hell, bring back the Europe title.
Yeah, the European Championship, which got unified with the Intercontinental title at Invasion back when right after WCW was bought,
Yeah, but if WWE does do this Europe promotion, I hope that they can make it that it be on at a good reason. It's probably going to be on very late for people that are in the States, and I might watch it. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm probably not.
Because you already watched too much goddamn pro wrestling?
Yes, I've been wrestling on every day of the week. Why do you think I'm happy that the CW app exists?
But yeah, what's your take?
My take is, it's next to Europe. We've heard about this before. I just heard your dog. And if they do launch by the end of this year, that's great. If they don't, then there's always next year.
And the year after.
Yeah, but from what I heard, that they're hoping to release it by the end of this year. That means they have until at least December to do it.
Yeah, and I also recommend they get some, maybe get some, I don't know, either, hire some new names or get your established the established names from WWE to go over there and help launch that brand.
Hell, have William Regal be the general manager.
Yeah. If not of NXT, even though it doesn't really feel like NXT has a GM.
Yeah, I could hear you and I agree.
But you got the timer going for this shit, right?
Yes,
What do we got?
3:15.
Roger. My honest take is if WWE does do this Europe branch, that is great. But I just hope.
Well, they dropped their Europe branch, but they still want to keep an NXT brand there?
What?
What?
But my honest take is look, if WWE does do this, that is fine. They just need to make sure that you got, and that you either you have talent over there or you hire new talent and make sure you have talent to at least launch, at least you can have, at least have the guy over there. One guy in the NXT UK brand, Europe branch that you can, develop the whole UK around.
Yeah.
Or Europe, sorry. You need you need the guy or the girl.
Like, Tyler Bates is still under contract. He's sitting with you at Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. But my honest take is it's great if WWE does launch this brand, but it's just I don't really know if this branch is going to be around. Like, it's probably only going to be around for like a couple of years, since that was how long NXT UK was around for. It was around for like what, 3 years, 4 years. Then just disappeared.
Disappear.
It just got merged with NXT.
Yeah.
That's my take. You got anything you want to add, bro?
If NXT happen, off Gallows before it happens.
Gallows? What?
The group with Wolfgang.
Oh yeah.
And then the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Yeah. Those guys. Yeah. I mean, if you want them to be a part of it, or otherwise you're
because they're from NXT UK, believe it or not.
Yeah. And I have kind of wondered, honestly, if some of the names from NA that were from NXT UK are going to go back over there. Or are they gonna for example, Gunther, is he gonna go over there, or is he just gonna
he's on the main roster.
Yeah. But
he's literally the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, the Intercontinental Champion. Which I'm gonna say this right now, whether you like this or not, but Sheamus versus Gunther versus McIntyre in a triple threat is going to be match of the year.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard hitting. It's gonna be, in the words of JR, a slobber knocker.
Or as Sheamus would say, it's going to be a banger. Bye-bye, bitch.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger when the Bangin' Bros face Gunther. Fella, roll that outro. Thank you for listening to At Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit,
And the Executioner.
edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis121, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.